Good morning. You guys seemed to like my last video where I did a clean with me Q&A, and so I thought that I would kind of do the same thing for this video. I get a lot of questions from you guys asking how I was able to lose weight. So I thought that I would do a what I eat in a day, cook with me Q&A. So we will see how this goes. I am not a big breakfast eater. I just am not quite ready to eat first thing in the morning when I wake up, but I want to get something in my system to kind of get my system going. So I'm going to make some of this Bellway raspberry lemon fiber drink, and I'm actually working with them for this video. This is an organic, all natural. It's also vegan, keto, paleo friendly, and gluten-free fiber supplement. It has 0 sugar and it's flavored with real fruit, so it tastes a lot better than those other fiber drinks. This has a fiber in it called psyllium husk, and what it does is it helps nourish your gut. It also helps with bloating, it keeps you regular, it can help your skin, your blood sugar levels, it's good for your heart, and it keeps you feeling fuller for longer. So having something like this when you are trying to eat healthy and you're trying to lose weight is so helpful, because a lot of times when you think that you're hungry, you're really just thirsty, or a lot of times I'm just bored and I kind of just want to snack on something. And I have found that drinking something like this that is sweet and tastes good, but is also packed with fiber, it really helps to just kick those cravings and help you get to the next meal without snacking on things like chips and things that you don't need. I have a link down below that you guys can check out to get 20% off of your first order. So it is breakfast time for me, so I am going to have an open-faced BLT. I love BLTs. I also love avocado toast, because like, who doesn't? And so I kind of just combined the two, and it makes a really filling, satisfying breakfast that's super easy and quick to put together. The turkey bacon is on the stove, and while that is cooking, I'm going to cut up the tomato and the avocado, and I figured I would answer the first question. So one of the most asked questions was just how I got started, how I found the motivation. I would say this last kind of like big go around where I was able to reach my goal weight, which is crazy to say even now that I made it there. I started with friends. We talk on Marco Polo every day, and we all wanted to lose weight, and so we made goals together. We made daily goals together. We kept each other accountable. Nailed it. We were on Marco Polo showing each other what we were eating every day, how much water we were drinking, the exercise that we were doing. We were motivating each other and supporting each other and kind of picking each other up on the hard days where you just want to quit. And that for me was vital. So if you are getting started, that is one of my biggest pieces of advice, is to grab a friend or find a group. There's lots of Facebook groups out there actually that do this, that can be really, really helpful. Another question that I was getting asked was how much weight I lost during my marriage and then after my marriage. So I've lost 65 pounds. I lost 40 pounds during my marriage, and then I lost 25 pounds after. I would say it's been easier losing weight after my divorce, just because aside from the kids, obviously it's just me. And so there's no like ordering pizza or buying cookies and soda and all that stuff. Like, I just don't buy it. and I don't have anyone near me, you know, eating pizza and like tempting me and everything. So it's just been a lot easier. I'm so excited for this. So for lunch, I'm just gonna make a really simple salad with spinach, apples, walnuts, and then I make a dressing to go along with it. So I'm gonna start doing that right now. I will link the recipe for this down below. The next question is, how has my health been since losing weight, and if losing weight has helped my health at all? Losing weight has for sure helped with my health issues. I have lupus, and rheumatoid arthritis. My lupus has always been pretty inactive. It's really my arthritis that I struggle with. And so losing weight is always going to help with your arthritis, eating healthier. I definitely still have lupus and still have arthritis. I still have good days and bad days. I still have flare-ups. My flare-ups are a lot less. I started having joint pain when I was 10 years old. By the time I was 12, I couldn't really run and do a lot of the things that my friends were doing. And that was because we didn't know what was going on. I wasn't on any kind of medicine. In a lot of ways, I'm able to be more active now than I was when I was a kid and when I was a teenager. I didn't get diagnosed properly with arthritis until I was 18 years old. And by that time, the damage that I'm living with now had already been done. And that is just damage that I will live with for the rest of my life. Obviously, taking weight off of your joints that are already damaged is going to help a ton, but that damage will always still be there at the same time. The medication that I'm on is really what is the hero in all of this. I'm on medication that really works for me, and it gives me my life back. I would say the biggest change in my health since losing weight has been my energy levels. And that's something that anyone who loses weight, you're going to have more energy. You're going to sleep better. You're going to feel healthier. A lot of questions asking what I do to lose weight. I posted another video sharing what I eat in a day to lose weight, pretty much what I'm showing you guys today. I went to the gym in that video, and I kind of just tried to break it down in that video as much as possible for you guys. So I will link that down below if you want to go watch it. But again, just a quick breakdown is, it's not rocket science. I count my calories, try to eat healthier foods. I do intermittent fasting, but even when I'm not doing intermittent fasting, I try to stop eating past 7:30 p.m. When I am intermittent fasting, I eat between like 1 and 7. For me, that late night eating is what got to me. So having that 7:30 p.m. cutoff cut out a lot of sugar for me and a lot of calories, especially a lot of sugar and calories right before I went to sleep. So if you wanna make one healthy goal in your life, if you wanna make 2 healthy goals in your life, stop eating late at night, pick a time and stick to it, and drink more water. If you wanna make 3 healthy goals, exercise, drink more water, and don't eat late at night. And you will see something happen to your body. You will see something happen to your energy levels. And for the first long time, that exercise just included walking. It started with 20 minutes a day and then 40 minutes. Now I walk for an hour. Now I am going on more hikes and I'm going to the gym, but it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just start walking. So low carb-ish, but I'm not on a low carb diet. I just keep an eye on it. Count my calories, drink water, exercise, don't eat late at night, and intermittent fasting. And that's it. Something that you should know about me. You know the song, Summer, Summer, Summertime? A lot of times when it's dinner time, that plays in my head, but instead I say, dinner, dinner, dinner time. Which is why when I say dinner time, I'm usually dancing. Because that's rolling up here, you know what I mean? So it is dinner time. I am gonna be making a pretty simple dinner. I got a rotisserie chicken. Thought I lost the rotisserie chicken there for a sec. I didn't see it. Well, with this, I am going to roast some broccoli, and then I'm going to make a healthier version of stuffed mushrooms. I'm so excited. This is actually my niece Luna's recipe. She has a blog where she shares a lot of recipes. Her kids also have some food allergies to dairy and gluten, and I think a couple of other things. And so she has had to get really creative in the recipes that she makes for them. I will link this recipe down below. You can also check out her blog while you're there. So she made these mushrooms one night, and they are so good. They are honestly like one of my top 5 things that I've ever had. And so this is my first time that I'm making this recipe, so I hope that I nail it as much as she did, because they're so good. Last question is what tips I have on maintaining your weight. Maintaining is a whole nother journey and a whole nother process. Over this past year, I have really been on and off my diet, but something that I was able to do for the very first time in my life was when I was off of my diet, I was able to maintain. The thing that really hurt me before when I would do diets is I would go on a diet, I would lose 10 pounds or 20 pounds, whatever it was, and then I would slip off of my diet and I would gain that 10 pounds, that 20 pounds right back, and a lot of times even more. And over this past year, I would lose 5 pounds and then I'd be off my diet for a couple of months and I would maintain that 5 pound weight loss. And then I would get back on and I would lose another 5 pounds and then I would kind of slide off and I would maintain that weight loss. So even though it was slow and I took breaks, I was able to lose 5 pounds and then 10 pounds and 15 pounds and 20 and 25. And I was able to do that by setting very small goals for myself that I stuck to that really worked. One is that I tried to stay active. So even if I ate a cheeseburger, I was burning that cheeseburger off. And I have really grown to love being active and going to the gym, going on hikes, going on walks. And so even if I wasn't eating great, I got rid of that all or nothing attitude. Whether you are currently trying to lose weight or you're trying to maintain your weight, you have to get rid of that all or nothing attitude. So before, when I would go off my diet and gain all of my weight back, I would let go of every single healthy habit that I had learned, and that included exercising. I would just think to myself, well, I'm not really on my diet, so I'm just not gonna do any of it. Don't do that. Even if you're not being 100%, you can still pick a couple goals to stick to that is going to help you maintain. It's gonna help you stay on track until you're ready to get back to it. So staying active, another goal that I made was to stop eating when I was full. And that was huge. That went a long way. As soon as I would start to feel the feelings of being full, no matter what was left, I would say, hey, I'm full. I don't need to eat anymore. And I would stop eating. So even though, yes, I was eating a donut, but before I would have 2 donuts, and now I'm not really even finishing the 1 donut. Even if there's just 1 bite left and you're like, oh, I'm full, I don't need this. A lot of times you're like, oh, I'm just gonna eat the bite. Don't eat the bite. Give it to someone else. But a lot of times for me, it's like I eat half the donut and then I'm good on the donut. I don't need the rest of the donut. So don't eat the rest of the donut. This isn't a competition. And then also trying to not eat late at night. Sometimes, especially when I don't have the kids, I'm not 100% on that one because sometimes it's just nice to eat late at night. But the point is, if you're trying to maintain, or if you're in that in-between stage where you've kind of fallen off eating healthy, you're gonna start back up again, but you're in that in-between, don't do the all or nothing attitude. Set 2 or 3 healthy goals, small goals, and stick to them. Okay, let's see if these are just as good as when Luna made them. Okay, I'm gonna dig into this deliciousness. That will do it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thanks again to Bellway. Make sure you check out my link down below to get 20% off your first order. Cheers, and I'll see you guys in the next one.